Hey guys, so just continuing from my last video. I didn't want to make it too long because last time I made a video it said it was too long to upload. I'm not a computer whiz. I gotta figure out and get some pointers on how to fancy my videos and all the other good stuff. So back to what I was saying. The score. I scored high enough to get in, but I didn't qualify for any jobs. So anyways, the recruiter, like I said, I came there with my recruiter alone because I was only doing testing, but we picked up another guy that was coming back from physical who needed a waiver. So he like we're happy. The recruiter's like, yeah. Like he knew how bad I wanted, how long I took it, and he was like, you went from doubting yourself, like you're not gonna pass it, to like you pass. And but as like the car ride went on, he was like, he literally said to me, he said, Lily, you work, right? I mean, he knows I work because him and his other recruiters come to my college specifically to recruit, and they talk to me all the time because I'm a police aide on my campus, so like they know. But anyways, I guess he forgot, but he was like, "You work, right?" I said, "Yeah." I'm thinking just small talk. He's like, "Okay, you should keep your job." And I'm thinking, oh yeah, well he's probably thinking I'm gonna quit right away. I have to keep it until I leave. Smart, make money. He was like, I don't think you scored high enough to get a job, unfortunately. I said, what do you mean? And that's when he explained how it worked. Like, yeah, your AFQT is based on the math and English, that determines if you get in, but then you have to score high enough to get a job. He was like, I don't think you qualify. We were driving, like I said, this was a 2-hour drive, almost an hour and 40-minute drive because of traffic on the way back. So he screenshotted. And the guy I was with wasn't my recruiter. My recruiter was on vacation. There's another recruiter working with me. He was the staff sergeant. I think that's the next rank up. He wasn't sergeant. He was staff sergeant. I think he was. Staff sergeant was working with me a lot while my actual recruiter was gone on vacation. So the guy in the car was a different recruiter. Obviously, we all know each other, though. Same building. He screenshotted my score to the staff sergeant, and the staff sergeant said, "Stand by, I'll see." After what seemed to be forever, my mood changed. I was sad. The recruiter kept, and the guy in the back kept trying to make me feel better. And I'm just like almost on tears. Like, not only did I first I thought I was gonna fail, I passed. I was happy. Then to tell me like I may not score high enough. So the recruiter was talking to the guy a lot about other stuff, and I was like, did he text you back? He said no. So I was like, I'll text him. He said okay. I was like, I asked the sergeant, like, did I score high enough for any jobs, sir? And he said, and I'm going to tell, this is where you guys, or some of you people who are just, like, evil, or, okay, evil is a strong word, that are just not so nice, and kind of just, like, think you're better than everybody, are going to have something to say about it. But someone like me, who's humble, who's going to make the best of the situation. The only thing I scored high enough, well, I didn't even score high enough, I was 1 point off. So he said I would be able to do 92 Sierra, which is a laundry and shower specialist. He said with a 1 point exception. I told the recruiter in the car with me, and he was like, to be honest with you, he said he and his recruiting career never saw an applicant for who wanted to serve active duty ever get an exception. 1 point or not. He said for the reserves, yeah, they give exceptions up to 4 points that he's seen it, but he's never seen that for active duty. So he said, I don't want to discourage you, but I don't want you to get, too excited. I was like, well, how does that work? And he was kind of explaining it, but I was kind of tuning out because I was sad. Then he put the video on for me, like, this is what it is. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was like some of you people who are probably thinking out, like, are you effing serious? Like, the job of the MOS, 92 Sierra, is sewing. You sew patches onto the uniforms. You literally wash clothes. If you fix, the washer and dryer. It's basically setting up a portable washing system. Like, for example, Iraq, wherever you deploy. Your unit is in charge of setting up the showers, the tents, the showers. You wash the clothes. If uniform is missing a button or breaks, you repair the button. It's literally the simplest thing you could flip and think of, and it's really sad that I didn't even score. I was 1 point off from getting that, but I knew I screwed myself because I know I could have did better. But because I thought that I already failed, I literally just like, I want to get out of here. And that's what I regret. I regret that so bad. Because I'm telling you now, and I'm going to tear up my room looking for it, but I can show you proof that my line scores before, even though I wasn't passing, was higher. And it's just like, I rushed through the thing and I failed, and I didn't fail, but I really failed because I screwed myself from getting any good job. When I first was taking, I was like, if I do pass, I probably would get a cook or something. Which I wouldn't mind. I love food. Show me how to whip up some more meals. But it was discouraging only because there are some people that maybe, like, because they just have learning issues. Not everybody. I'm well aware that there's people that score for better things and they choose that MOS 92 Sierra because whatever reason. Because it's chill, because they want to learn to sew, or they want a job in maintenance. I don't know. But I know people choose it on their own. So I'm not saying people who get it is because they don't know anything. No. But for most people, yeah, it's because you didn't score high in any of the subjects, which is for your reasons. But I know I didn't score high enough because I literally just ran through it, and I'm mad at myself because I know people are going to look at me. People are going to ask you in basic and AITA, what's your MOS? Oh, 92 Sierra. That's the bottom of it. You literally can't get any lower than that. That's the lowest job you can get. So they're going to automatically assume without asking, or even if they ask, it doesn't matter. Just because you got the job, they're going to think they're better than you and this and that. So we finally get back to the station, and the recruiter was actually gone for the day. So I called him, he told me to come back the next day. Yesterday I came in, and I was like, this is really depressing. I was like, before I came in yesterday, the day before yesterday, the same day I came back from my test, the recruiters obviously were all talking, and one of them was like, oh yeah, it's not that bad. You can take a test. You can retest after like your contract and get a different job. But then when the recruiter I was with was like, no, her line score, she didn't even, they're all in their 80s. And he's like, damn. He was like, okay, well, your staff sergeant is probably going to talk to you about going reserves. I said, not an option. He says, unfortunately, unless you retest, you can retest. And I was like, yeah, I might do that. So I came back the next day. Staff sergeant was in there. I was like, this is really shitty. It's really sad. Like, I told him, I said, I'd rather retest. I'd like to retest because from what they're telling me, I may not even get the exception. So, you know what I mean? Like, why waste my time? I'd rather just retake it, study a little bit longer, and retake it. And he said, you can, but he said something really realistic. And what that was is the fact that I barely passed. He's like, I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for you, but you barely passed. And to be honest with you, he's right. Like, I guessed on a lot of those questions. I guessed on a lot of it. So he was like, if you test again, it's completely fine, and I encourage it if that's what you want to do. But realize, if you score lower than a 31, you're not in. Like, you're out, and you don't get to, choose the highest score out of your two scores. Like, you have to stick with the new score. So if there's a chance you don't, do well, then that's it. And I know recruiters say, whatever to get you in. But that particular recruiter knows me and my situation, and he's cool. He knows. So I was like, what if I just do reserves? Because I heard I can get an exception, maybe a couple points to get something else. It's not going to be top line jobs that I want. I wanted anything. Infantry. I knew I was going to get military police because my credit is not all that great, and because you need like an 80 something. So I knew on your AFQ, so I knew I was going to get that. But like anything else, like I would have took a plumber. I would have took 92F, which is a petroleum specialist. Yeah, I would have took anything. I would not have picked 92 Sierra. I would not have picked it. But I was like, at that point, you guys have to understand, for someone like me, I make the best of a situation. Yeah, the job is shitty. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and I'm sure no one else would either. It's a shitty ass job that a 12-year-old could do. I get that. However, he kept trying to tell me, like, they want people in, so I'm gonna, it's my job to, get you that exception when you go to do your physical. That's my job. And he knows the people there. He's a staff sergeant. He knows, like, if this person, I forgot his name, doesn't say it, I'll go to this person higher, and he'll for sure give it to you. He said, trust me, it's 1 point off from the lowest job, you'll get it. I actually have to stop the video because I have to go, actually. But anyways, I'll I have to make another video, and this is, guys, you guys did make you guys keep commenting, watching videos, because I have like really interesting news. Like seriously, like keep looking at my videos. I'm gonna make another one, but where I'm leaving off right now is that he told me basically you can retest. It's, yeah, if you want a better job, retest. But then if you, for some reason, you don't do well, you're stuck with that number. If you don't pass, whatever, or your line score is gonna be lower, like whatever the case may be. And so he was like, my real issue was that the recruiters were telling me I wasn't gonna get that 1 point exception. So like, why go to MEPS to do my physical? And that's supposed to be the day you swore in. Obviously, it could be separate. But I told him too. I said, can I just do my physical, because that's good for 2 years, study for X amount, a week or two, maybe a month, whatever the case may be, and then go back and retake it. And this is where I'll tell you his answer and everything else. Love you guys.